Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Queen Naomi is going to return back to me honorably, whether you like it or not. It does not matter your gimmicks or whatever you try to play and try to frustrate the situation and try to make her angry and try to make her retrace her step from coming back into the home that we all know belongs to her. She is going to return back to me. She's not just going to return as my queen, she's going to return as a queen that is so loved and appreciated. It is rumored that the Oni of Ife made it very clear to his kingsmen, his wives, and everyone who is fighting tooth and nail to make sure that Queen Naomi does not return back into the palace and saying a whole lot of things. Recently, it is beginning to look as if not for the fact that Naomi has gotten very good counsel, and to the glory of God, maybe it's the spirit of God that is in her that is leading her. She has dealt with this situation so graciously that everybody's beginning to admire and appreciate her more for her wisdom, the wisdom in the way she dealt with this issue of Toby, the way she appreciated the fact that Toby welcomed these bouncing babies into the world for the Oni of Ife, showing that her interest, number one, is for her husband to be happy, and also showing that she has the capacity to support the Oni of Ife against all odds, like a lot of them never knew. A lot of people thought that the reason why Queen Naomi left the palace was just because of the women here and there. But we all saw what she wrote on Instagram, where she said that, the side attraction was not the reason why she left the palace. Queen Naomi is smart enough to know that she married a traditional king, and there is a likelihood that, the king is going to be forced to marry more wives. Look at Oba Elegishi. When Oba Elegishi married Sekina Elegishi, there was nothing like marrying more wives. But right now, look at the situation. So it's almost as if this is like a no win-win situation for anyone who is going into marrying a traditional king. Now, if you want to get married into a traditional royal family, you have to bear in mind that there is a likelihood that more wives will come. And I think that is the knowledge a lot of people need to have. And I think that Nami is smart enough to have known, even when she got into the palace and she found out that Ashley was not just an Ayaba. Ashley was more attached to the Oni of Ife than just an Ayaba. They said that it got to a point where she had to accept what she couldn't change at the time. But then again, they had so many people who had the interest of coming into the palace, who kept making her life very unlivable in the palace, making her look bad and trying to get the interest of her husband from her. And it went on and on that way. They said that she couldn't bear it anymore. And it was when it got to a point where she could not bear it anymore that she decided to leave. But unfortunately, she made that mistake of going on social media. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Della Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the source. It's still on the royals. Della writes, my Della writes, my Della writes, my Della writes, Della writes, my Della writes, my Della writes, my super people. Della writes, my Della writes, my Della writes, my Della writes. I appreciate you guys so much. Eshe o, adupe o. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you're here and you are yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And do not forget to turn on the notification bell. And do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Report reaching us right now is that Ooni of Ife has made it very clear that his queen Naomi will return back into the palace, not just as a queen, but a queen that is loved and appreciated. That he's going to make sure that Queen Naomi returns back with honor, whether they like it or not, no matter how much they try, no matter how much they fight, that Queen Naomi, they do not know what has joined them together, and nobody will be able to separate them. Now, they said this came up as a result of his outburst after they tried to bring Tadenikawu into whatever ritual that they need to do again. A ritual that Ooni of Ife is well aware that they can do it without Tadenikawu. That when Tadenikawu was born, he never had a boy child. And they did the same ritual for Tadenikawu. How was it done then? That right now they will be insisting on bringing Tadenikawu back into the palace to do the ritual when they know that Queen Naomi will kick against that. So apparently everything they are trying to do is to try to piss her off again. Now, this is not to say Queen Naomi is not willing to fight for her marriage, but this is to say that a lot of times women will say, my head, let me just go with my head, is better than, marriage, because you will not save marriage and your head goes. Like, we saw what happened to Osinachi, with due respect. Apparently, she was trying to save the marriage, and she did not save the marriage, and she did not save her head. And so, a lot of women are knowledgeable to the fact that you have to leave for better opportunities to come your way. And this is not to say, I am not encouraging Queen Naomi to return back, but this is to say that if she's making a decision to save her head first, it is a good thing. And so now all of these people who are trying to put pressure on her, trying to bring Tadenikawo in and all of that. Yes, if you know Queen Naomi very well, is capable of making Queen Naomi want to retrace her step. Remember when she said she's not going to be, a peg, a square peg on a round, trying to fit into a round hole. That meant a lot for those who understand what idiomatic expression is. And so right now, Ooni of Ife got very angry, allegedly, and that was why he made the statement that no matter how much they try, he would assure them that indeed Queen Naomi is going to return back into the palace with honor. I'm going to bring you more